Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? Me once again. I haven't done a flying video for a while because the weather just hasn't been cooperating. And plus, working on something new and whatnot. Another differential thrust project and whatnot. This probably will be the last one that gets done and whatnot, because I feel like, well, the journey of differential thrust is hit and miss and whatnot. I mean, the first one, of course, was the Puddle Star, which was okay, not a bad plane. Then last year I did that Edge 540 XL, which didn't work out the best because in hindsight I used smaller motors. I should have used motors that swung 8-inch props. Maybe that would have gave it the better deal. It was a much bigger plane. So this is the last and latest one I wanted to do. This is the one with crack wing, as you see here. Crack wing with two 1106 8000 kV motors from Emax and whatnot. ESCs are two Twisted Hobbies 15 amp ESCs. Of course, the Radio Master 4-channel receiver. Servos are actually these Twisted Hobby small Metal Gear 40-gram digital servos. These are servos I had laying around for a little triplane, which is still in the box. I haven't got around to getting to yet. And of course, the battery on this is a 3S 550 Infinity Pack graphene. Now, I'm sure you guys are wondering why it's such a big pack, because that's the only battery pack that balances out the plane, basically. There's motors right there. Now, you're gonna see flight footage of this. It worked out, but it's a work in progress, because I had problems. Because you see here, I had a crash over here, because if you notice, there's something missing on this prop and that prop. Yes, screws for the prop. So whenever I would hit the differential thrust at a certain throttle point, it would the prop will start slipping off the motor, which is not a good thing. So thankfully I do have the screws in this bag here somewhere. I think it's one of these tinier screws there and whatnot, the smallest ones. I think those are the ones that fit in there. I know the screws for the motor are in this bag. So, and also there is some flutter, because naturally, you know, throttle's got to be very much controlled. I mean, you got the carbon fiber support here, but on the ends here it does wobble, which you'll probably see in the video, more or less. So the damage was here, and I want to say maybe a little bit somewhere around here. I guess there's a little crack somewhere here or there. Yeah, right around here there was a little crack where I got my finger at. Somewhere around there. I mean, I don't know. This one's, I mean, oh, there it is, right there. Yeah, it's a little crack here. So I don't do repairs. And granted, you might say, well, it's not that hard of a repair to do, but my uncle's he did a wonderful job, by the way, putting this together and whatnot. Originally, this did have an FT Aurora 5 flight controller, but it was on there, but there were some issues with it regarding trying to get the 3G mode to work with the differential thrust, which at times didn't want to work correctly. Kind of like I wanted it to work like if I gave it throttle, like almost like how it would work on a regular rudder, because this plane has no rudder. Like if you had a regular rudder and you gave it a certain way, it would help you fight the resistance of wind or coupling or whatnot on your surfaces. But I sort of wanted that with the motors, like a regular flight controller would do on a race quad or toothpick and whatnot. But the Aurora, I could never get it to work that way. My uncle tried. I even went to a point to contact the tech support at Flex Innovations, and I don't know, I explained it, I tried it out, but I don't know, it just didn't work out so well. But the board is still good. I might save the board for another project, maybe for a regular 4-channel foamy plane or something. Most of the time I don't like to, and I don't mind having the flight controller there. I mean, it doesn't do the maneuver for you, it just gives you good help and whatnot, in my humble opinion. So anyway, without further ado, I'll put the flight footage in front of this and whatnot. Or maybe I'll put the flight footage first and then you'll see what the setup is and whatnot. I'll put the info in the box down below the video and such. But like I said, this has got to be fixed. A little bit more, some enforcements that he has to do there. Put the screws on the props to keep the prop from slipping off the motor. Maybe that'll be right there. The plane is trimmed out, so. And plus, put some better glue on this because the receiver kept popping out of this tape. The tape actually was for the Aurora and whatnot, so put some goop there, made I'll hold it much better in place when we flying around in the wind. But it's got a lot of potential. You'll see it in the video. Okay, thank you all for tuning into this one, and I'll see you guys a little bit back at the flying park, hopefully. Okay, y'all take it easy, enjoy the flight footage you're gonna see now of the, I believe it was the second flight after it was trimmed, so that's the flight you're gonna see. Okay, stay tuned for that. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, much better. Right. Bring it down, made a big difference.
Hello, how you zoom in? Yeah, that's nice load. So nice.
Yeah, knife edge with a cracker, really tough.
That throttle down. You gotta throttle all the way down and do it.
I'm trying to do.
But don't give it. No, I think you're throttling up, Effie.
Like try to throttle it down, otherwise you stuck at time.
No, throttle down and push the rudder to one side, all the way. No, that's it. Flapped.
Walk of shame.